Good morning. It is 6 a.m. I'm Deirdre Fitzpatrick.
And I'm Teo Torres. So during the break, I had to run out to my car real quick, and it is chilly outside. Boy, big time.
And you were running fast.
I was running fast. It was chilly. I had to make it before the commercial ended. Tamara, what is it right now?
Right now, it's 43 degrees in Sacramento, and yeah, we have some hazy sky out there, but clearly you can see still a clear vantage point from this downtown sky cam. But I do expect probably about an hour from now, as the sun starts to come up at 7:08, we could expect to have not only temperatures that are quite cool, but fog could be thicker around the area. So I am expecting fog to be around likely through about 10 o'clock this morning before it actually clears out, breaks up a bit more in that noon hour. Temperatures in the upper 50s under mostly sunny skies. We'll make our way today into the low 60s. So not as warm as yesterday, but we're still well above the average for this time of year. Let's talk about the fog, because of course this is something that some of you have to drive through if you are getting out and getting ready to head on the roadways. Patches of fog between Stockton and Modesto, a few areas there in South Sacramento, but some of the thicker fog resides as you go west of the capital city. So anyone that has travel plans to go down Interstate 80 westbound, you're going to greet some fog there around the Davis area, down to below a quarter of a mile. Into Vacaville, we're at about 1.5 miles, not too bad. And then the fog worsens a bit more as you start to get towards Fairfield and even into San Francisco this morning, quarter mile or less visibility on some stretches. I-599 commuters going south of Sacramento, some patches here and there, but overall really just kind of a hazy landscape. Dense fog advisory, we're going to carry this through 11 a.m. So it goes a little bit longer today than it did yesterday. So prepare for some drops in visibility, quarter mile or less, and you want to give yourself maybe a little extra time, especially as we get closer to sunrise here about an hour from now. Keep an eye on that fog situation. Someone else also that's in the fog for us this morning is our own Mike DeSalle. He's in live tracker 3. Mike, where are you at and what's it like?
Right now we're on I-5 heading north towards Sacramento from the Lodi-Stockton area, following behind the big rigs as you normally have here on I-5. And you were mentioning it's been patchy fog this morning, and boy, I can attest to that. Looking this way, you can kind of see the haze of some of that lower lying Thule fog here in the area around Hood Franklin, in that Franklin Field area, about 7 miles south of Elk Grove. But it comes in, it goes out. As soon as we seem to find it, then it clears, and you have a clear view like this for your commute. So for right now, if you're heading into Sacramento from the Stockton Lodi area, it is a pretty clear drive, although it does have some patches of fog that comes in and then goes out. So we're going to head off up towards I-80 and then head westbound for our next check-in about 6:30. So check in with us, and we'll let you have an update around that Davis area you were just talking about that may have some patchy fog right now. For now, this is your live look outside of Live Tracker 3's front windshield here, northbound I-5 heading towards Elk Grove as we speak. Brian, how's the rest of the commute looking?
Hey Mike, we're going to take a look at I-5 at Laguna Boulevard right now, and you can see here that there's no fog on this stretch. So again, from Elk Grove into downtown on 5 and 99 at this point, looking good here. And this is what it looks like across the causeway with no fog to report there. You can see all the way into West Sacramento from Childs Road. So again, those are some of the areas we're monitoring for you. I did see down closer to the Bay Area, once you get down, like Tamara said, west of Fairfield, that's where you start to run into some of the fog. But until then, it's an easy ride on Highway 50, no problems out of Folsom, Interstate 80 through the split, Cap City Freeway looking good, and you saw 5 in the camera there, 99, same story over there, no fog and no incidents to report. As we check in on Stockton, no problems to report here in terms of any crashes causing delays. Westbound 205 right now, minor delay there, 28 minutes on that stretch, 31 minutes on 580, and a 16-minute ride on 99. Highway 50 is 10 minutes out of Rancho Cordova, Interstate 89 minutes from Roseville, 5 and 99, sitting at 11 minutes from Elk Grove. Back to you.
All right, Brian. Well, happening today, an up-close look at some of the health and safety concerns that surface from homeless encampments along our waterways.
The Sacramento County District Attorney is planning on touring a stretch of levee today and talking about some problem areas as his office puts pressure on the city to address homeless issues. KCRA3's Melanie Wingo is joining us now live from Sacramento with more about that tour.
Yeah, we're on Acoma Street right now, and there is a trailhead here where that tour is set to take off a little bit later this morning. And the trail in this part of the Riverway borders the American River. And as you can see behind me, there is a visible encampment here. And the Sacramento County DA, Ted Ho, will get a tour of this location from the River City Waterway Alliance, which is a group that describes itself as an environmental conservation organization dedicated to restoring and protecting area waterways. Now, that group will walk along the levee, and according to the DA's office, they'll show the DA some of their environmental health and safety concerns that are caused by those encampments that are stationed along the levee. The tour will be partly on foot, partly a driving tour, and it is all set to happen at 10 o'clock this morning. Now, after the tour, the DA's office says the DA himself is going to make some sort of an announcement, but at this point, we haven't been made aware of what that announcement will be exactly. Reporting live in Sacramento, Melanie Wingo, KCRA 3 News.
All right, Melanie, thank you. We will have a crew at that tour later today. You can look for updates on our app and the KCRA 3 News.
Well, a man who was attending the Sacramento Kings game last night died after having a medical emergency. Live look at the Golden One Center. Kings organization says that the person had that medical emergency during the first quarter. EMS crews were not able to revive him. The Sacramento Fire Department says that the fan was in his 30s. The game was not interrupted, and players didn't even know what had happened.
We weren't aware of that at all. As a team, we give our condolences and to the passing, and obviously I want to tell all of our guys that, hopefully the family is being taken care of.
The Kings released a statement that says, in part, the organization offers its deepest condolences to the guest's family and loved ones. Neither the Kings nor the fire department gave any details about the medical emergency.
We're learning more from Woodland Police about a deadly shooting at a shopping center Sunday night. A video here from Sunday. Police say 33-year-old David Manuel Sanchez Gallardo drove into a parking lot and hit a man who was making threats outside of a business. He then got out of his car and shot that man. Police say Gallardo and the victim had been in an ongoing dispute. Business owners nearby tell us they'd like to see more security in light of this violence.
We are very concerned because, you know, we're hardworking people here, and we have most of our families we have kids, you know, walking around our sidewalks here, and it's pretty safe. We are like in shock for what happened.
Well, police say Gallardo was booked into jail on homicide charges. The man killed has not been identified. Police say he was unarmed.
Meanwhile, a man arrested in a drug-related shooting is set to be in court today. The deputies arrested Donovan Mullins Sunday for a shooting that happened last Tuesday on Chestnut Avenue in Orangevale. Deputies say the victim came to an apartment to buy fentanyl, then tried to take the drug without paying for it. Deputies say Mullins chased the victim from the apartment. The victim then was shot in the arm as he was driving away. The victim actually drove himself to a fire station to get help. Placer County Sheriff's Office has now released video of deputies moving in to arrest a suspected thief. The body cam video is from November 20th, and you see the deputies responding to a call about a stolen car at a gas station in Colfax. They checked the vehicle, then detained the suspect, Jessica Stevens, leaving the store. A search of the truck found evidence of ID theft, drugs, and a knife. Stevens has been booked into the Auburn jail on a list of charges.
Now to coverage of the war between Israel and Hamas. And Israel stepped up bombardment in and around the second largest city in Gaza overnight. Khan Yunis was home to more than 400,000 people before the war and has been the main location for people fleeing from the north. Some people who have been displaced say this is just becoming too much to handle.
They are pushing us from one place to the next, and each one is worse than the last.
As the humanitarian crisis worsens, the Biden administration is calling again for Israel to limit civilian casualties. Israel says it is in contact with American officials, but says there will be more precise with their attacks. The health ministry in Gaza says hundreds have been killed or wounded since the truce ended last Thursday. Well, San Francisco supervisor is expected to introduce a ceasefire resolution in the city today. In a statement, Supervisor Dean Preston said the resolution offers an opportunity for people to come together in defense of human life. It will be brought up at a meeting tonight, but will not be up for a vote. The move has drawn mixed reaction from community leaders.
We just don't think that any type of resolution is a good idea or benefits the San Francisco community right now. And we're calling on Dean Preston not to introduce it.
I would challenge anyone to point to anything in this resolution that is divisive. It's specifically saying all the death has been atrocious, and we need a solution to this that brings all sides to peace.
Supporters and critics of the resolution say they plan to rally several hours before the meeting outside City Hall. Well, concern over pro-Palestinian protests has led to the cancellation of Sacramento's Midtown Holiday Market. Here's a live Skycam view over the Capitol. The market was supposed to happen tonight from 5 to 8 at the Capitol. Well, a Palestinian rights rally is scheduled for that time now. Midtown Association says it will continue with its weekly farmers market on Saturdays, but people will need to check its social media platforms for updates on its family-friendly holiday festivities. No word yet on whether there will be a lighting.